Now, a story you'll see only on Eyewitness News. Rhode Island has one of the worst unemployment rates in the country. So why do we have local companies with jobs they can't fill?
Frustrated employers know it as the skills gap, a situation where our workforce simply is not trained for the jobs that are out there.
We wanted to find out what's being done to fix the problem. Skills
We've lost our skills. We have a skills gap.
versus jobs.
I think it makes it more difficult for us as employers to find the right individuals who have the skills and the knowledge and experience that we're looking for.
We've learned Rhode Island is suffering in both categories. Although the unemployment rate is down for the 5th straight month, it's 10.5%. That means nearly 60,000 people are looking for work and cannot find a job. But even when there are jobs, the job seekers may not be properly trained.
I've got 75 employees. I like to have 85, but I can't find good, qualified people.
Roger Gilmet started Gil Tool in 1962 with just $1,000 in equipment. 50 years later, the West Warwick Company has more than 400 customers around the world. The challenge, they're behind on deliveries and cannot take on more business because of the lack of training in the workforce.
What do you say to those people who are unemployed and that are looking for jobs? How can they get trained?
We can retrain the people who are out of work. Right now, we've got to do that. We're going to start training our kids in kindergarten all the way up through high school.
We went to get answers. David Abbott is the acting commissioner of the Rhode Island Department of Elementary and Secondary Education.
About a third of the projected jobs will require something more than high school, but something less than a bachelor's degree, and that's really where Rhode Island needs to step up and fill that gap.
It's advancement.
Brandon Melton, Senior Vice President for Lifespan and a member of the Governor's Workforce Board, agrees and believes a newly formed Employers Advisory Group could help.
Engaging them with the Rhode Island Department of Education, engaging them with higher ed, so that we make sure that we've got that alignment, going between what the employers need and what is being produced.
5 decades ago, there were about 134,000 manufacturing jobs here in Rhode Island. 50 years later, it's now under 40,000.
Other companies.
Gilmet says every company pays 0.2% out of their payroll to the state. That money could be used to retrain the workforce. Roger Gilmet says identifying the skills of each displaced worker and bringing back high-tech manufacturing training in public schools will help get the economy back on its feet.